So welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. If you are new here, hi, my name is Carrie. I am a TV host and I live in Kansas City, Missouri. I am up bright and early on a Saturday morning because I am helping at the Pet Resource Center of Kansas City Spay and Neuter Clinic. I've talked about Pet Resource Center before in other vlogs. This organization is a 501c3 that provides low cost to free vet care to people in the Kansas City community that need it most. It is truly an amazing organization, and I am so happy to be beginning to volunteer with them and the work they are doing. Our city needs this organization so much. They don't turn away people for any reason, and they're really here to keep people and pets together, which is amazing. So I know I've talked about it before, but I'm gonna say it till I'm blue in the face. The animal welfare crisis in this country is real, and we cannot adopt our way out of it. We just can't. There's not enough good homes willing to take on animals that need specific homes. So the only way we can get ahead of this and prevent so much unneeded suffering amongst animals in our country is to start at the bottom with spay and neuter. It is so important. It's vital to what we are doing. Animals that are spayed and neutered are healthier. There are so many pros to spay and neuter, and it is really the baseline of where we need to start when it comes to the animal welfare community. So I'm honored to be here, and I'm going to take you guys along for the ride as well, because I think events like this are, first of all, people need to know that they exist in your community. There's probably another event like this. So whether you live in Kansas City or not, there are organizations like this all over, especially in metro areas. Google, look, you know, if you need vet care, if you want to spay and neuter your dog or your cat, but you're struggling to afford it, there are organizations that will help you get the care that you need for your dog. So today we are doing both cats and dogs. This morning, thus far, I've seen way more dogs, which is great, but I'm going to take you along for the ride, take you through what these clinics are like. We're going to be a part of every part of the operation. There's check-in, there's evaluation, there's, you know, getting checked before, there's the anesthesia, there's going into surgery, there's post-op, there's so much care involved in this, and we're going to take you along for all of it. So buckle in. I'm buzzing to be here. I'm so excited. They're doing amazing things and really making a difference in our community. So let's go. Okay, so we haven't even started yet, but this is the line. It already goes all the way around, and all these people here are already getting checked in. How amazing. Hi, Bunny.
You're all good to go. We'll see you later.
Good girl. Good girl. Aww. Grab your card out of the back. Sunny.
She's the new mama.
So she's had puppies?
Like 2 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
No more.
No more puppies.
Yay, glad they're doing the right thing. Hi, Sunny. What are you doing? Are you such a good girl?
Sit down. No?
Sunny, can you say no more puppies? Can you say no more puppies? All right, you guys, so we are at check-in. This is where everything happens. I showed you guys the line in the parking lot, but everyone comes here and checks in. They've all done their paperwork ahead of time. Hi.
Hi,
Tell us your name.
I'm Beth Elliott.
Okay, Beth, we're gonna hang out with Beth for a little bit, and she is gonna show us the check-in process. So let's welcome our next person up.
Hi. How are you today? Good. Can I get your last name for me?
So everyone who's taking part today has submitted paperwork ahead of time, which really saves us a lot of time on the back end. So we have all their paperwork that they've submitted printed out. So really when they come here to check in, all they have to do is confirm, you know, the number that they want to be reached at. They have to confirm like a couple things about their animal's health, but all of like the busy paperwork that you would normally fill out, you know, is all taken care of, which is great. So we just have to confirm things, get them slotted into the right spot, and then they drop their dog off, or cat.
I will have you fill out this form here. It's got health questions on the front, consent form on the back. And then I will have you pull into lane 4 for me here. And then they will come out and grab your pet when it's ready. Thank you. You too. That's our 40th pet so far.
40th?
40th in like an hour.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's amazing. Yeah. How many are we trying to do today?
I think they said we're signed up for like 80.
Oh my God, amazing. Okay, so as you saw, once the animals get checked in, they get kind of funneled into these little lines here. We have these wonderful chutes, and they get assigned one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then they have the paperwork that they need to fill out and like give consent, sign things like that. Once that stuff is registered that they're checked in inside, someone will come outside, make sure their paperwork is all filled out correctly, and they will get their dog. Or if the dog is a little spicy, sometimes we'll have the owner walk in with the dog. Whatever it takes, we just want to get the dog inside. But they'll chill in their car for a little bit, and then we'll give them the info that they need to know when to come back and pick their dog up, and we'll take their dog inside and get them checked in there. So here is a dog that is going in right now. I will follow him in with you guys. Okay, so there's Rango.
Perfect, thank you so much.
Leaving mom, and he's gonna go in the side door. I think there's a little bit of a line right now. Yeah, there's a little bit of a line. Okay, so once the dogs come into the building, I'm gonna show you, we have a really sweet Chihuahua here, and this is their first interaction with Doctor, so.
Hi, baby.
Oh.
I don't know about this. You're okay. You're okay.
So she is gonna get a quick exam. So she'll do an eye exam, but she'll also listen to her heart, look her over, just make sure nothing is sticking out that would give us cause for caution. Then she's gonna scan her for a microchip. Most of them don't have a microchip, so they will get a microchip. Then we're gonna weigh her.
6.6 pounds.
6 big ones. 6 big ones. That might be our tiniest one yet today. So all of the weight stuff is really important because depending on their weight, that's how much sedative they get. So doing the pre-eval stuff is important.
Good luck. See you there.
He's pretty friendly.
Oh. Oh, he's so soft.
60 pounds.
Are you so pretty? Good girl.
1, 2, 3.
What was that?
Does he have both testicles down?
Yes, I think so.
Good job, Ringo. The way he looked at you when you grabbed his balls, he was literally like,
Hey, wait a second.
we just met.
Not okay. All right.
Good job, Rango. Okay, so Rango is in here waiting for pre-eval.
Can I do this? Yes. Everybody's doing
Oh, you're so nervy. It's okay, bud.
The baby. 21. Oh, he's shaking. You like drugs? You can get some extra drugs to calm down.
We've had some spicy ones, so we deserve a sweet one.
Hi. What are you doing? What are you doing? She says, what are you doing? She says, I'm giving you.
The cats are starting to come in, you guys. This one's nervous.
Okay. 8.5.
So Alex is gonna weigh him here. This one's nervous.
Scale isn't cooperating.
Oh, so pretty though.
Where am I going to stick that? Hi, sweetie. No chip.
Yeah. I thought you said my name for a second.
Hi.
Kind of poke open all those little guys. And then you'll see 2 sets of plastic, or little cuts in the plastic right here. We're going to use this inner.
Cones for all. You shove that paper in the towel. All right, you guys, this one's a little different. This little pug only has one ball that's dropped. What's it called?
Cryptorchid.
Cryptorchid. But doctors can already see where the other one is, so that's good. It's just kind of up there.
It's called inguinal versus abdominal. It's much easier. So here we are. It's all
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
It was just hanging out.
just hiding a little bit.
Oh gosh. What if you can't find it?
You open them up, go into the abdomen, and you go looking.
You go fishing?
Yeah.
So that's the extra one that was stuck up there. And then the one that's left, she'll just do like a regular neuter where you just kind of make a slit and then you kind of pop them out. Yeah.
And you can tell how much bigger this other testicle
Yeah, so much bigger.
is. So sometimes when they're abdominal, they're
Yeah.
really hard to find
Yeah,
because the development will be different.
yeah.
So sometimes they're like
Like half
this
the
big,
size.
right? This like tiny, right?
Yeah.
Depends on kind of where it's at and how the blood supply was affected, but almost always the down testicle or
Yeah.
the one I guess up essentially, the one we can't find, is smaller.
This guy's name is Kiwi. And he's a pug, so life is already pretty hard for him.
He's behaving himself today.
Well,
so-
he's under drugs.
Yeah, behaving himself, breathing well. I need one.
Okay, so we are just finishing up these small dogs. These are our last three, right? Last three small dogs. First kitty coming in. Onto the kitties, which after all those dogs, the kitties will be a breeze. Doctor, can you remind us why we do the big dogs first?
The biggest reason is because we want to make sure that our big females don't have any complications. We always want to double check. We recover them for a couple of hours after surgery and check for any internal bleeding after our surgeries. Sometimes when we are doing surgery, it looks great, and when the heart rate and blood pressure come up, they'll bleed around our ties.
Yeah.
So we just want to double check that everybody is as healthy as possible before they leave. And it's always easier to get those big ones out of the way.
Makes a lot of sense. So the little guys are proof that we're rounding the corner. And like we said, our last couple ones, and this is the first kitty. A orange girl. You don't see a lot of those. No.
The baby.
Okay, so the cats get prepped just like the dogs. These cats have already been poked, so that's why they're here. They're sleepy. So they're gonna get prepped. They're gonna get their rabies and their other vaccines also. They've already gotten one. You can see it right there. And then they come over here. So if they're a girl, we're gonna shave most of their belly. And then if there's a boy, they just shave like his back testicle parts, but this is a little black girl, so. They're also expressing her bladder so that she doesn't pee herself. That's very nice of them. So because these are owned cats, all of these cats are gonna get a microchip. I know you guys have watched my other videos where I've done TNR, and for TNR, they don't typically do microchips because they're community cats. These cats are also, because they're not TNR cats, they're not gonna get an ear tip. So all these cats are owned cats, and they'll get a microchip and no ear tip. So that's the microchip. It is so tiny. They just put it in. It looks like a big needle, but it actually just shoots a little microchip in there. They push it in. And then this is the microchip reader over here. So she'll pick it up and scan to make sure it registers. It did register. That's the microchip number. So she'll just make a note of that so the people can go online and register their information for that kitty. This is another girl, so we are going to shave her pretty much most of their tummy, not all of it. We don't go all the way up, but we do just want to clear most of that space out there so that they can get in there with a spay hook and just make sure there's no hair in the way. And then she'll get taken to the operating table. One of our wonderful vets who are currently working over here. There's 4 tables, 2 vets. So we kind of have 2 tables where they can be prepped. But once one of them wrap up, they'll go on to the next. Look at this kitty. Look at this kitty. Look at this kitty. Okay, so we just did the last cat and we are officially wrapped up for the day. A lot of the dogs have started coming home or going back home. We started with the bigger dogs, so they are kind of starting to get picked up, and the cats will slowly come out of recovery. The first kitty we did. Oh, hello. Can I say hi?
Yeah, he's friendly.
Hi.
His name is Legs.
Legs.
He's like, I smell doggies and kitties.
Yes. We had some chihuahuas. So we had some really nice chihuahuas today.
He's an applehead chihuahua.
What does that mean?
That's the breed, I guess.
Oh. Okay, it is 2:54. I just pulled up at home. I am exhausted, but I am so like happy and buzzing. I leave these events always just on a high of feeling really good about the difference that we're making in the community, and it's a really good feeling. So I am tired. I am gonna go in and shower and probably take a nap and cuddle my own dogs, but I wanna give you guys some stats before we wrap it up. So in total, we spayed or neutered. The total we did surgery on today was 67, and 42 of those were dogs. So that's pretty impressive. 42 dogs, 25 cats. Honestly, the dog aspect of the clinic was new to me. I have gone to a lot of TNR clinics and things like that, like dozens, but I've never gone to a high volume dog clinic. And so it is a little different. I mean, what you do is the same. They all go through, you know, getting weighed and checked in and pre-evaluation, and they go to sleep, and then you do the procedure. But because they are bigger, you know, we had a lot of big dogs today, as you guys saw. Like, you just have to take a little more caution. You have to know exactly how much you're giving them to go to sleep and then waking them up, especially the females, the big females. You want to make sure you're giving them enough time to kind of come out of the anesthesia and to make sure they're not having complications from their Spay surgery. So that part of the day was really new to me, and I really enjoyed watching it. And it's really great to see so many big dogs getting spayed and neutered. And obviously you saw we had some little dogs too, some really cute little ones, but I think it was a really good turnout when it comes to the big dogs. And it's great that they can serve big dogs, because we had some dogs that were like 80, 90 pounds. Those are hard dogs to neuter, and they're expensive to neuter and spay because vets usually charge more based on their weight. So I mean, sometimes you can rack up hundreds and hundreds of dollars going to a traditional vet to get your, you know, 60 to 70 to 80 to 90 pound dog neutered or spayed. So it's just hard. It's hard to afford those types of things the way the world is, and I'm really happy that we're able to help the people who came today and help those dogs live better lives. Several of the dogs that we saw had litters already, so it's great to see that they are having no more litters. It's great to see that they have owners who know the right thing to do is to spay or neuter them. So all of it is really uplifting. It's good to see the good part of the issue going on, because like I said, the animal welfare world is in peril. It's a really hard part to be a part of, and I don't even work in it. I just volunteer in it. But the people who work in it, I know it can be even tougher to adjust day to day to take in all the information you're seeing. But places like Pet Resource Center are really making a difference, and I'm happy and proud to have been a part of it for today. I'm gonna leave a link to Pet Resource Center down below if you are in the Kansas City area, or honestly wherever. They will take people from wherever. There's no jurisdiction on where you need to live. They've had people travel from out of state. They take anyone. So I will leave a link to all their information below if you just want to learn more about them or get in touch to use their services. I'm also going to link to some of my other previous videos. I will link to my TNR video that I just recently did. That was for cats, spay and neuter clinic for cats. And I'll just link to all my stuff below and you can check more out. If you love the animal welfare videos, you're in the right spot because I do videos about that all the time. And last but not least, please, please, please spay and neuter your pets. It is the baseline of what we can do to help get ahead of where we are in this world when it comes to animal welfare. Your family, your neighbors, your coworkers, whatever it is, don't be judgy, don't be preachy, but just let them know that A, it's better for the pet. It is so much healthier, whether they're a boy or a girl or whatever it is. The pros outweigh the cons tenfold. There's no cons. And the value of it is so, so needed right now. And let them know that places like Pet Resource Center of Kansas City exist. Whatever city you live in, I'm sure there are other low cost or no cost options. Like, just check it out. See what you can find. If cost is an issue, there are places that want to help you if you are willing to get your pet those services. So please, please, please spay and neuter your pets. It's so important for what we're going through right now. And it's the only way that we can make a difference in the homelessness population that we have with animals. Thank you so much for being here, for watching, for having an interest. Just you clicking on this video means that you have an interest in animal welfare. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Get out there in your community and be a part of the solution. Volunteer, foster, donate, rescue, adopt, all those things. That's just the tip of the iceberg of what we need to do. But it all starts with just you wanting to go out and make a difference and be a part of the change. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sending you love wherever you are in the world. I'll see you again very soon in my next video. Bye.